Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am finally filming this rosacea video for you guys. So I am just going to be talking about some of the causes of rosacea and some supplements and things you can do, and some lifestyle changes you can make to help get rid of the rosacea. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Marla and I am a registered holistic nutritionist, and definitely have had my fair share of skin issues in the past and was able to reverse them all and improve my skin dramatically through nutrition. So I hope that some of these tips will help you. Just make sure you do contact or consult a doctor or practitioner before incorporating any of these tips. So we're gonna just get started. The cause of rosacea is not yet known, and a lot of the causes of it are not going to be covered in this video. There are so many things that can trigger it, like heat or cold, so many issues and things. So I'm not going to touch on all of them. This video is not going to be an all-inclusive or completely in-depth. There's lots of research you can still do on this topic on your own, but a couple of the main causes of rosacea. Number one of the big ones is low stomach acid. There are many things that can cause low stomach acid. I don't want this video to be long, so I'm not going to go into all of them, but some of them being stress, NSAIDs, antibiotics, excessive coffee consumption, lots of junk food, eating meals, very large meals at one time, not chewing your food properly, low thyroid. So there's a lot of factors that can contribute to a low stomach acid levels, but when you do have low stomach acid levels, that's a big trigger for eczema and rosacea and acne. So something you can do, I'll kind of get into some supplements you can take, but by boosting your stomach acid levels, it usually helps to lower the inflammation of the skin, which is what rosacea is, because you're going to be digesting your food a lot better, which will help to lower inflammation in the body. So definitely low stomach acid is a common trigger. Candida or overgrowth or dysbiosis in general is also another trigger for rosacea, but also acne and eczema as well, kind of all together. Usually when you improve your dysbiosis and improve your digestive function, usually people start to notice a lot of improvement in terms of their rosacea. Kind of connected to that would be liver toxicity as well. That's always the underlying cause of so many things. When you have liver toxicity, toxins are not able to leave the body, and they kind of recirculate, and they either exit through the skin causing the eczema and acne, or they bounce around the body causing inflammation, which is kind of what rosacea is. It's inflammation of the skin. So by opening up our elimination pathways and allowing toxins to drain effectively and efficiently, will help to reduce the acidity of our body, reduce the toxicity and inflammation in our body, and improve our rosacea. So there's a lot of factors, as you can see, and there's definitely something you can do about it. The first thing, before you even start any protocols or anything like that, I do always recommend taking care of your skin. So first of all, if it's extremely cold out, if you live in Canada and it starts to get really cold, like where I live, then consider putting like a scarf around your face when you're outside. So just protect yourself. If you're in extreme heat, don't get too much sun damage. Don't let your face get burnt by the sun. That's all going to aggravate it some more. So just be careful there. Kids in the background, sorry. I'm looking down, I do have my notes here to keep me on track. So there's a few foods that can be very common aggravators or triggers for rosacea, but also eczema and acne. They're going to be your gluten, dairy, corn and soy, and then also foods that are either high oxalate or high histamine. So oranges, chocolate, caffeine, yeast is huge. People usually find that just by getting off of yeast, so fermented foods, bread, things like that, that their skin starts to clear. So you can consider doing that. Definitely, like, your nightshades are huge for skin problems. So your eggplant, potato, tomato, pepper. You can just Google food aggravators for rosacea on Google, and I'm sure there'll be a list you can find. But definitely avoiding the main common triggers, which are going to be your nightshades, your gluten, your dairy, corn, soy, cane sugar, and caffeine, are going to go a long way to helping reduce your rosacea. Things you want to eat are going to be whole grains, good quality protein, lots of healthy fats, loads of green vegetables, fruit. So there's plenty you can eat, but just try to limit your processed and refined foods, which will also trigger and contribute to candida overgrowth, which will make the rosacea worse. Obviously, your alcohol and your caffeine should be avoided as well. So there's a lot of things you can do. Something you want to make sure you're doing as well when you have rosacea or any skin issues, it's usually related to too much acidity in the body. So we do want to alkalize. So you can do lots of like greens in your diet. Lots of alkaline forming foods are going to go a long way to helping improve your skin. Apple cider vinegar is fantastic. It's one of the only foods that contains yeast, that I recommend when you have skin conditions, because it helps to balance the pH of our intestines, of really our whole body, but it also contains some probiotics and B vitamins, and very anti-inflammatory. So it's something you can consider including in your diet. I usually do a shot of apple cider vinegar either in the morning on an empty stomach or after dinner to help digest some food. So there's so many ways you can incorporate it, and you can mix it with stevia, some lemon juice, things like that if you want to make it taste a little better. So in terms of, that kind of covers diet. I don't want to go super in depth, but I might do an article on my website. I do have a website. It's www.holisticspring.com, and I do share articles and health tips on there under the Learn tab, so you can definitely head over there. I will hopefully post an article on it in the near future, the next couple of weeks, kind of going in more in depth. So you want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. We do not want our skin to be dehydrated when you have any type of skin condition. We really got to reduce inflammation, and one of the ways is flushing out toxins, and water is great for doing that. So increase your water consumption, really alkalinize the diet. Avoid pro-inflammatory foods, so your sugar, your peanuts, canola oil, processed and refined foods. These are very inflammatory. You want anti-inflammatory, so wild-caught fish, cod liver oil, bone broths, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, hemp hearts, flax and chia seeds. The list goes on. So there's lots you can definitely do for your diet to reduce inflammation in the body, including herbs is a fantastic way to do that. If you ever make a soup or rice or something, throw in some ginger, turmeric, or dried basil, dried oregano, thyme. Fantastic herbs to reduce inflammation and make your food taste better too. So in terms of supplements, what can we do? The first thing I say before you ever try to do a candida cleanse, which I do recommend for rosacea, but before trying to do a candida cleanse, I always say begin with a liver cleanse. You can do gentle liver cleanses, which are going to be more like juices, hot lemon water, liquid chlorophyll, like a celery, cucumber juice, things like that, which is very gentle. It doesn't do a deep cleanse, so I always recommend contacting a practitioner to get really into a deep liver drainer. But initially on your own, those are some things you can do. There are, I did a whole liver video, 2 liver videos actually on my channel, so you can check those out if you want a little bit more info. But flushing the liver, aloe vera gel is great for that. There are supplements you can take to help support your liver as well. So kind of give your liver some support so it can start to detox effectively and efficiently before considering a candida cleanse. So maybe do that for about a month on some liver drainage just to get your body prepped. Once you have done that, move on to a candida cleanse, and you can do some antifungals. So I like doing some like black walnut, caprylic acid, some clove, wormwood, grapefruit seed extract. There's so many different supplements you can take. There's ones that are all inclusive and have everything in one supplement, so you can do your own research. If you do want a consultation to help clear your acne, rosacea, eczema, anything like that, you can definitely contact me, and I would be happy to work with you. But once you work on a candida cleanse, you'll notice that your skin will start to improve. So definitely consider a candida cleanse. But some supplements you can start right now before doing anything to really help your skin. The first thing is going to be probiotics. You guys need to up the probiotics. You want to go for human strains here. You're going to want to take anywhere from 50 billion to like 100 billion. The more the better. You can start off slow and slowly increase your dose if you're not used to taking probiotics, but definitely start, you know, maybe around the 10 billion mark, work your way up, but definitely try to hit the 100 billion, 150 billion. We really need to flood our system with probiotics here to help reduce inflammation and digest our food. The next thing you want to take is going to be hydrochloric acid. Obviously, as long as you don't have ulcers and an overactive stomach, you can take this supplement. So take it with caution, consult a practitioner before using. But hydrochloric acid is going to help to boost your stomach acidity, which I mentioned in the beginning is one of the main causes for rosacea. So people with rosacea usually have an underactive or underfunctioning stomach. So by taking betaine hydrochloric acid, I like the Natural Factors brand, or I think there's so many brands out there you can take. I think now Foods has one as well. So by taking that, usually anywhere from 1500 to 1700 milligrams after a meal, after every meal, is going to really help to digest the proteins in that meal and reduce the inflammation. So incorporate hydrochloric acid. You want to do your probiotics. The next thing is going to be pancreatic enzymes. Guys, this is huge. So I kind of mentioned that when you have skin conditions, especially metabolic skin conditions, that usually you have liver problems, liver toxicity, and you need to drain. When you have liver toxicity, it always means that your liver is not producing enough enzymes as well. It's overburdened, it's not functioning optimally, you're not producing enough pancreatic enzymes to digest your fats and your carbs, which means your skin is going to suffer. Usually the cod liver oil and the healthy avocados and things we eat and chia seeds and flax seeds are what's going to nourish our skin. But when we're not absorbing them because we're not producing enough enzymes to break them down, we are going to be deficient. So upping our pancreatic enzymes is going to go a long way to reducing inflammation. It's going to make sure you're absorbing the cod liver oil and the omega-3s and everything you're eating, but it's also going to make sure it's reducing inflammation in the body because food is being fully digested. Another thing, you can go a step further with the pancreatic enzymes and consider incorporating bile salts or ox bile, something that is going to just really help, again, emulsify the fats. So when you consume a fatty food, usually your liver will or your gallbladder will secrete the stored bile to help emulsify the food, but you don't have enough bile if your liver is toxic and not functioning. So the bile will not be able to be emulsified and stored and utilized by the liver. So it kind of will just go through you without you actually absorbing the nutrients and benefits from it. So including some pancreatic enzymes will have bile in it. I absolutely love Genestra pancreatin. I will leave a link in the description for these, but Genestra pancreatin supplement is amazing because it does have the ox bile and all that in it along with the pancreatic enzymes. So it's kind of like an all-in-one. Something else is going to be your essential fat. So your cod liver oil, krill oil, there are vegan omega-3 oils like ahi flower oil. So you can definitely go whichever route you want, but definitely consider getting a good quality omega-3 supplement alongside a good anti-inflammatory diet with some wild caught fish and salmon and things like that. And make sure you do take your healthy omega-3 supplements with a digestive enzyme to absorb it. So the next thing, you're going to want to do vitamin C with bioflavonoids. This is huge, guys. I like the company ORDC or Genestra ORDC. It's a vitamin C with green tea extracts and root and lots of bioflavonoids and antihistamines to significantly reduce inflammation, to make sure your body's absorbing the vitamin C. It's an amazing supplement. I recommend anywhere from 4,000 milligrams to 15,000 milligrams a day. This is one you're going to have to take to tolerance. So some people can only tolerate maybe 5,000 milligrams before they have to go to the washroom. Some people maybe can tolerate 50,000 before having to go to the washroom. So you have to start slow, start at 1 capsule and increase it until you feel like you have to go to the washroom. Once you hit that dosage and you know what you were at, you can decrease it by 1 capsule the next time you take it. So I hope that makes sense. You can Google how to do vitamin C to tolerance. That might go into a little bit more depth and explain, but definitely vitamin C with bioflavonoids is going to reduce inflammation. It's going to completely nourish your skin, provide your body with potent antioxidants to help combat the toxins that are floating around the body. So super critical there. Something else you want to make sure you're doing is vitamin E and vitamin A. So you'll notice that we're kind of talking a lot about fat soluble vitamins here. When our liver is not functioning properly, it's not emulsifying, absorbing, and storing our fat soluble vitamins. Our vitamin A, E, D, K, and B12 gets stored in our liver until our body needs to use it, and then our liver will release it. So if our liver's not functioning, it's not storing, it's not utilizing, it's not emulsifying these vitamins. So you can have a perfect diet and even take a lot of supplements, but if you're not absorbing it, you're not getting the benefits. So taking all these with your digestive enzymes is going to be so crucial to ensuring that you're nourishing your body and you're actually getting the benefits from all these supplements. So once you are taking these supplements, this is just kind of like the general baseline. I recommend a liquid chlorophyll as well to help alkalize. Once you're kind of in the habit of taking these, you can consider moving on to the liver drainage, then the candida cleanse. You'll start to notice improvements as you go through each phase. Again, if you do want consult, you can contact me. I'd be so happy to work with you. But in terms of other lifestyle tips you can do, this video is super quick because I don't want you guys to be watching like an hour-long video. There's so much I can go into here, but I'm just staying very minimal. The first thing is, of course, treat your dysbiosis. Stop eating refined foods, cut out sugar. You got to start knocking back the candida in order to start improving your skin. So treat your dysbiosis, treat the parasites as part of that. You're going to want to improve your digestive enzyme production by supplementing, but also by your hot lemon water, by intermittent fasting, maybe eating smaller meals, chewing your food well. All of these come together to give your digestive system a rest and a break to regenerate and to start functioning properly on its own, so you don't have to do enzymes lifelong. So definitely working on improving your digestion is going to go a long way to getting rid of the rosacea for good. You obviously want to get good quality sleep, exercise, these are all going to help your immune system and help with lymphatic drainage and things like that. So those are kind of like a no-brainer there, I think. Reducing stress is going to be huge. A lot of people find when there's stress is when their rosacea flares up, sometimes even with acne and eczema. So you want to be careful and try to keep your stress levels down. Something I always recommend is set an alarm on your phone for every hour or every 2 hours or even every 3 hours to take 3 deep breaths. As soon as the alarm goes off, stop what you're doing, even if you're mid-convo, and 3 deep breaths. This is going to just constantly remind your body to kind of kick your parasympathetic nervous system back in to relax, so your cortisol levels aren't spiking. Sorry, cortisol means more inflammation, so keep your stress levels down. Something else you can do that's great is castor oil packs. So these are going to help with detoxification. I have used these in the past. They work really well. You can either buy them online or make them yourself. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. This is something I want you guys to go and research on your own and look into on your own, and see if it's something you want to give a try. And if you want to, there's so many steps and how-tos online. I just don't have time to go into in depth here in this video, but castor oil packs are definitely great for detoxing and reducing inflammation and all that. You definitely want to, like I said, focus on cleansing your whole system. So not only your liver and your kidneys, but your colon. You need to do liquid chlorophyll, lots of fiber, aloe vera gel, bentonite clay or activated charcoal. All of these supplements are going to help too, and don't take them all at once even, but these supplements are all things you can take and do to kind of completely flush out the colon. The more toxins we get out of our body, it means the less toxins are going to escape through our skin. So we want to pull all these out through our urine and our stool. So cleansing the colon is huge. Cleansing your lymphatic system is so important here. There are a few ways to go about it, so I'm not going to go in depth here. This is where I recommend a consultation, because you can go the homeopathic route or the herbal route, and the route you choose depends on you and your severity of your symptoms and toxicity. But if you want a basic lymphatic drainage, you can just Google basic lymphatic drainage protocol to find some supplements. Echinacea works. The only thing is, if you have an autoimmune condition, do not take echinacea, because it boosts your immune system and can cause a lot of autoimmune issues. So be careful there. Consult a practitioner if you're not sure. And then cleansing the skin. So this is also where homeopathics are going to come in, and herbal remedies. There's supplements you can take and drainage protocols you can follow that drain not only your liver but your skin and your lymphatic system all together to completely send toxins out through your urine and your stool, rather than letting them cleanse out through the skin. So there's so many things you can use here. There's tissue salts, there's oligotherapy, there's phytogens, there's gemos. So again, I can't really say specifically what to do in this video for those supplements, because everyone's different and requires a different supplement, especially when it comes to homeopathics. But for sure, liquid chlorophyll, aloe, these are great cleansers. I highly recommend incorporating these. Activated charcoal to kind of mop and soak up toxins. Lots of great stuff you can do. So this is just a very general video. Like I said, if you want more one-on-one help, you can contact me. But hopefully this gives you an idea of what you need to do. You need to boost your stomach acid, improve your enzyme function, which is going to help your digestion. You need to cleanse your liver, your kidneys, your colon, get rid of the candida and the parasites. As you do all this, you'll start to notice your skin will drastically improve. And if you kind of maintain and continue to live healthy after that, you should not have a return of your symptoms. Manage your stress levels, get frequent exercise, good quality sleep, and you'll be well on your way to improving your skin and your health. So I hope these tips help. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments for me down below. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's at Marla's Healthy Life, where I give you day-to-day tips just like this. I share my favorite supplements, healthy recipes, and all the rest of it. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.